Someone really wants you and will blow your mind. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone really wants you and will blow your mind. Now, when I say this, y'all, I'm speaking specifically about the chosen one. All right, let me say this once again, y'all. I'm speaking specifically about the chosen one. If you're not chosen, chances are you're not going to like this video. It's not going to make sense. You won't understand it, and you're probably going to click off the video 100% facts. All right, now I'll make a video about, regular relationships later on, but it was on my spirit to speak about this and cover this. So that's what we're doing today, y'all. I want to speak about the pros and cons of chosen ones being in a relationship. All right. Now, here's the thing. If you are a chosen one, let's not act like we're not human. Let's not act like we don't want to have a spouse or a companion. Let's not act like we're just going to be under a rock like Patrick Star for the rest of our lives. That's just not realistic, y'all, and it's not true. Okay. A lot of chosen ones prefer to be in a relationship. A lot of chosen ones are open to being in a relationship. And so I want to speak about that within this video. No, I'm not saying all chosen ones want to be in a relationship. Some chosen ones like, hey, man, I'm cool with my isolation. I'm cool with being by myself. But for the most part, y'all, those who are chosen ones, they're looking for their chosen partner. And also, let me add this to it. A chosen one does not have to be in a relationship with another chosen one. Let me say that once again. A chosen one does not have to be in a relationship with another chosen one. A chosen one just needs to be in a relationship with a person who understands that they are chosen. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. If you think about Abraham, Abraham was a chosen one, right? But his wife Sarah was actually not. What mission, what purpose, what assignment did she fulfill? I can tell you what purpose and mission and assignment that Abraham fulfilled, right? He had to hold on and keep faith. He had to leave different lands. He had to save Lot and his family, all right? He did a multitude of different things, Abraham did. So a chosen one does not have to go out here and look for other chosen ones. Chosen ones are very special and they will blow your mind. I'm going to just be honest. And if you ever get a chosen one, make sure you hang on to them because this person is going to treat you like no other. And this is coming from another chosen one. All right. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get directly into this video. As y'all can see, we are right here in front of the legendary gray couch. All right. Every time I am in front of the legendary gray couch, something legendary gonna be said, and that's just how that go, y'all. All right, drop in the comments and say legendary. Second video of today, and we're gonna go ahead and get directly into it. Leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. So once again, y'all, today we're speaking about the pros and cons of chosen ones being in a relationship. Because listen, y'all, the laws of polarity says there can be no hot without cold. In other words, y'all, if it's something good on one side of the spectrum, you know it got to be something bad. And I'm not one of those ones who's a pessimistic person. Obviously, y'all, I'm very optimistic, but I'm also realistic, right? I am a realist, and I want to speak about both sides of the coin when chosen ones are in relationships. Can we do that, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But number one, first pro that I'm going to say about chosen ones being in relationship is going to be this right here, y'all. They are lifelong companions. All right. Chosen ones are lifelong companions. Chosen ones don't really like to move around as much. They get very comfortable and they get very accustomed to one person. It's not because they can't do better. It's not because they are afraid to go out here and get someone else. It's not because of any of that. Chosen ones get very accustomed to their partners and they're in for the long haul. All right. If this is true, somebody drop in the comments and let me know. But chosen ones are in it for the long haul. Yes, you can be adventurous, but you don't have to be adventurous, single, and ready to mingle with everybody else. You can be adventurous just with your partner as well. Right. But Chosen ones are typically lifelong companions. This is why they love when they are able to come outside of isolation and separation and be with a person who's accepting them for who they are. All right. It was very major, y'all, for a while, of people talking about being alone and chosen ones being by themselves and chosen ones have to be isolated. These things are true, y'all. All right. I don't care who you are, whether it's Moses, Joseph, they all had a long time periods, point blank period. But at some point they were able to get wives. At some point they were able to be around society and community. You know why? Because in the scriptures, y'all, God said it is not healthy for man to be alone. Let's create him a helper. All right. And so with that being said, we are designed to have companions. We just have to be alone for certain periods of time to be able to fulfill the mission of God and the purpose and the will of God. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. So that's a pro in my opinion. Lifelong companionships. Number 2, chosen ones are supportive, all right? Chosen ones are very supportive. See, when you get you a chosen one, you have to make sure that you're going to be able to reciprocate that energy, all right? All my true chosen ones understand this. They will give the shirt off their back. They will push the car if the gas go out. They are riding for you and not just with you. True chosen ones want to see other people win. If you think about any of the prophets in the Bible, what similarity does they have with what I'm saying? They wanted to see other people succeed. They wanted to see other people win. They wanted to see other people prosper. All right. That's just a characteristic that God has given all of his chosen ones. Very supportive. They don't like to have all the shine by themselves. They don't like to have, all the light on them. They are very supportive of other people's businesses. They are very supportive of other people's, ideologies, especially if it's a good one. They're very supportive of other people's gifts. All right. In fact, chances are, if you are a chosen one, you're the one who's helping people find their gift. You are the one who's helping people tap into their gift. So you got to understand that. They're going to bring that same dynamic to any relationship that they're in. They're very supportive. They help you discover you. Number 3, they are natural pleasers. All right. Chosen ones are natural pleasers. We're going to get straight to the nitty gritty on this one. This means that they will please you in all ways sexually. They will please you emotionally. They will please you mentally. They will please you physically. They will please you in any way possible. All right. And the reason why this is, y'all, is because not only are they seeking for their person, but they want to be your person as well. They are natural pleasers. They want to be able to fulfill every mission and purpose that they can. They want to be able to add value in any aspect that they can. So you got to understand something. They take their relationships very serious. They take their love very serious. They are natural pleasers. This is why you may see a chosen one. And if you are a chosen one, you know this, but you may see a chosen one. They may be sad, despondent, or always Googling, researching, trying to figure out other ways of being able to uplift their partner or even please their partner, whether, once again, that's sexually, emotionally, mentally, whatever. They're always seeking to add value to their partner because they're natural pleasers. All right. Now, number 4, y'all, it's going to be this right here. I believe this is a pro. They protect you with their intuitive ability. They protect you with their intuitive ability. For those who are true chosen ones, y'all know this to be true. We are very intuitive. We're very discerning. And oftentimes we can come off as being pessimistic because we see what other people don't. So in a relationship, this is very, very, very good, right? However, some people may not understand or even recognize this as a pro because they may say, oh, man, you lame, or you always got something to say, or you pessimistic. But in actuality, they're saving you from that stray bullet. they're saving you from that betrayal. They're saving you from that faking friend. They're saving you from that slimy family member. They're saving you because they already felt it. They seen it. They dreamed it. They have spiritual gifts. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Somebody also drop in the comments and say chosen ones are very spiritual. You got to understand that. So yes, y'all, they will protect you with their intuitive ability. And so the last pro for me, I believe that chosen ones love hard. All right. I believe that true chosen ones love hard. When you are a chosen one, you want to see everybody happy. You want to see everybody smile. Most times you put yourself last and put everybody else before you. You're very selfless. All right. Whether this is with your kids, whether this is with your spouse, your friends, you love hard. Okay. You buy people things for their birthdays. You give people gifts. You're looking out for people in all ways possible. And oftentimes, y'all, you don't get the rest that you need because you're so busy looking out for everybody else. You love hard. If this is true, drop in the comments and let me know. All right. Now, let's get to the cons of, chosen ones being in relationships. All right. The first con I would definitely say is they need alone time. They need alone time. Not, could you grant me a little alone time? Not, sometime they need alone time. Not, they may need alone time. No, they need alone time. As a chosen one, I can attest to this and I can tell you this is very, very true. And all other chosen ones can say the same thing. They need alone time because when you are fulfilling the mission of God, when you are trying to conquer the world, when you are trying to build something big, when you are building community, when you have to be focused, you have to be alone at some point. You can't be around everybody every time. You just can't. And that includes your spouse. Now, the difference is, y'all, you have to know how to go about this. All right. You got to know how to go about this. You can't just say, hey, I need alone time. Leave me alone. You don't got to be rude and nasty about it, but you have to understand how to articulate and communicate this to your spouse. You can't just go ghost, right? So for chosen ones, I believe a con of being in a relationship with certain chosen ones, including myself, y'all, we need alone time. And that can rub a person the wrong way. They can think that you're cheating, committing infidelity. They can think that you're not into them anymore. They can feel as if you don't have the same feelings for them. It can really play a mind game on them if you don't communicate it the right way. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to communicate and articulate what they're trying to say without it coming off in a negative or bad way, right? So yes, y'all, chosen ones need a long time. In my opinion, I believe that can be a con because it can put a strain on a person emotionally, let alone their relationship. Number two, second con, y'all, in my opinion, is chosen ones are misunderstood often. Yeah, chosen ones are misunderstood often, right? So let's just take the alone situation. Somebody may take that and say, man, you ain't nothing, or you just want to have time to cheat, or you just really think you're better than me, right? Or even how chosen ones decide to move, how they act and how they navigate. People may take that and think that they are above the entire room. And in actuality, that's not the truth. If you think about every prophet in the Bible, they was misunderstood in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Jesus was misunderstood. He did everything right. He performed miracles. He healed the dead. He healed the sick. He resurrected the dead. He made the blind be able to see again. He did all these great things. Still was misunderstood. Job was misunderstood by his, wife and his friends. They all thought that he did something evil to be going through what he was going through. They was all misunderstanding him. They did not realize that he was just being tested, right? Chosen ones are misunderstood very, very frequently, y'all. I'm going to just be honest with you. They are misunderstood very frequently. You misunderstood at your job. You can be misunderstood with your family and even misunderstood within your relationship. Therefore, it can be looked at as a con. The next thing, y'all, the next con for me, number 3 is going to be people will attempt to take advantage. Yeah. People will attempt to take advantage. The only reason they do this, y'all, is because they see how big your heart is and they see how much or how willing you are to give. Give your time, give your money, give your energy. You are willing to give all that you can give. All right. And so some people see that as a free ticket. Yeah, this is a free ride. This is a free train. Yeah, this is a free meal. You know, in the life that we live in, y'all, people are looking for meals. They're looking for licks. They're looking for meals. All right. And when you are a chosen one, you can tend to come off as a lick or a meal. But they forget that you're smarter than you look. All right. You're smarter than you act. And you're smarter than your emotions. Sometimes, y'all, people think that since you have a good heart, that equates with stupidity. I got a good heart. I ain't stupid. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I ain't stupid. I have a good heart. And just because I happen to be a kind person, it does not mean that I am stupid. That is the stupidest thing ever to me. However, as a chosen one, a con is people will attempt to take advantage of you. Because for some reason we got I'm stupid written on our forehead, or we have I'm weak written on our forehead. Because in this world, y'all, people tend to take your kindness as a weakness. That's just the way it is. I didn't make the rules, y'all. That's just how it is. Number 4, the fourth con to me is we can be misconstrued as being boring. All right. We can be misconstrued for being boring. I'm going to just say it like this, y'all. At some point, a chosen one have to lock in and they have to focus. Well, those, unfortunately, who are around you or around us, they don't understand that. They want to go party. They want to go have a good time, right? Or even if this person don't even want to go party or have a good time, assuming they are the right one for you, they just may not understand that you need complete silence to write that book. You need complete silence to write that song. You need complete silence to just straight up strategize, right? You just may be in the crib just thinking to yourself, looking out in space, visualizing, seeing your visions. You just may be writing, listening to positive music or relaxation music that keeps you focused on what you need to be doing. They won't understand that. They're going to think that you're just a boring person who's just sitting here in the library waiting for, a rat to eat some cheese. I'm just saying, y'all, they believe that since you're not active, telling jokes, being a clown all the time, wanting to be a part of the crowd, some people will misconstrue that as boring. And many relationships have ended simply because of that. So if you're going to be in a relationship, chosen ones, you have to be in a relationship with people who understand you for who you are. They understand that, hey, this is a part of them. Every chosen one have a boring side to them. And that's okay, because in order to get to the next level, I don't care who you are, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, 50 Cent, man, whoever it is, it can be the president of the United States. I don't care who it is. You have to have a time to where you got to lock in and be boring. And that's okay. But those who truly love you and those who truly understand you, it's going to be okay and accept you for who you are, right? But that would be considered a con for me. And the next con, y'all, the last one would be number 5. Chosen ones can be in the strange or weird category, right? They can be in the strange or weird category. And the reason why that is, y'all, in my opinion, is because we just operate on a different set of laws. We operate on different sets of, feelings. We operate from a different set of principles. Most people don't operate off of the same principles that chosen ones operate off of. All right. And oftentimes, y'all, we're looked at as weird and strange. See, I'll tell you this right here, y'all. When it comes to a chosen one, we don't operate off of what society says that we should operate off of. We're going off of universal laws that God has created, right? We believe in working within our gift. Most other people or other individuals, they don't believe in that. They believe get a job, right? Chosen ones believe in walking by vision and not by sight, right? Most regular people, they decide to believe what's in front of them. Chosen ones are able to believe and even see the unseen. That's different. That's weird and strange to certain people. They can sometimes not be as talkative. Why? Because they are observing their environment, observing the people that they are around. This can be seen as strange or weird. Chosen ones are very creative and innovative. That's not only just with drawing a picture or with creating music, creating content. Sometimes, y'all, they are just creative and innovative with how they live their regular and everyday life. That can be weird and strange to certain people. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? So, in other words, y'all, in short, they're considered to be strange and weird because of their different nature. They just have a different nature from average individuals. So with that being said, family, this is why I say someone really wants you and will blow your mind. And I'm talking about the chosen one. They're special. They will blow your mind. And they're here to stay for the long haul. Guarantee. And when they want you, they really want you. For all my chosen ones, y'all understood me, y'all heard me. For those who are not chosen, I'm sure you didn't get it, but for those who get it, definitely will, y'all. And I'm talking specifically to my chosen ones, okay? So this right here should be enough to let y'all know the pros and cons of chosen ones being in relationships. You got to know yourself. It's very important to know what you're capable of. It's very important to know what you do, what you don't do. It's just great to have a SWOT analysis on you, all right? But with that being said, y'all, we'll go ahead and conclude this video. Y'all be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy, join the membership, meet your tribe. Y'all be sure to book a one-on-one session with your boy. If y'all want to talk to me about anything, relationships, marriages, finances, content creation, I really don't care, y'all. Your boy is here for you to serve in all ways. Be sure to get a Yes Sir t-shirt, of course. Listen, family, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.